and people have to say, Bapu, please, please, please. So he became not a dictator, he was a moral dictator. So there's a perception of people, there's one set of people who perceive him as his weakness. He's a great leader, no doubt, but that's why I said everybody comes with some weakness, but we need to correct that weakness, that's all. That, nothing more, nothing less. So that's why I thought I'll share this case study with you. And there is a beautiful model these people have developed, what is called as a lead now model. I'll just tell you, if you want to note down, you can note down. They have studied thousands of leaders and they identified 21 essential leadership dimensions. So one is, and they have called it high quality, HQL, high quality leadership. See, the first is, you have a pen here?
Yes, ma'am.
See, it is divided into 4 quadrants like this.
Usha, give.
See, this quadrant is create purpose. As a leader, a good leader creates a purpose. So in that, what he tries to mention is, this is customer focus is important for us. Second is effective communication. Third is presentation skills. And fourth is strategic thinking. So this is the create purpose, that is externally focused business results. As a leader, as I said, performance and practice. So on the performance side, for externally focused business results, you need to have a focus on customer, you need to have good communication, presentation skills, and strategic thinking. So any of these we don't have, we can develop. Okay. The second quadrant is called the deliver excellence. So here he tries, this is externally focused. The first was externally focused because the customer contact, presentation, strategic thinking, communication with the world, with the people, with the stakeholders. So that was externally driven. Now this is, the second one is deliver excellence, is an internally driven or internally focused business results. And what it contains is decision making. Important for us? No. Very important. The second one is, there is number 5. Because it's 21, you have to serialize. 5 number is decision making. 6 is delegating. As we grow into the leadership role, delegation is very important. You cannot say, I will pass, I am the chief manager or I am the AGM of the branch, I will only pass the peon's, taxi voucher or whatever you call whatever sundry expenses, jo bhi hai, wo sab mere paas aana hai. But you need to delegate to the next man, to the next man, to the next man. Certain things should not come to you. But that kind, not that you keep away from people, but the right kind of delegation gives you, releases a lot of time and energy for you to do better work, better business, better expansion. So the 6th is delegation, 7th is dependability. The 8th is focus on results. 9 is very important, personal integrity. And 10 is problem solving. Are you up to 10 with me on these thoughts? Do you think these are the good qualities or expected qualities of a good leader? You are in agreement with it. Then I'll go to the 11th. So the next quadrant he defines is develop self and others. So this is, again, it has another 7-8 qualities. So it is again internally focused. First was externally focused, the second was internally focused, The third will also be internally focused. In this, the point number 11 is coaching. Coaching people. As a leader, how do you coach people? How do you take people into your fold, bring them under your wings, and then, make them grow? The 12 is ego management. Do we need it? Do we need to manage our ego?
Yes.
Or we like our egos to be massaged? We want the egos to be massaged or to be managed? So ego management. And 13, our friend Yadav said, listening. Then 14 is personal development. 15 is team building. 16 is time management. And 17, another very important quality, valuing others. So this has set the stage for us in our regular business environment. How do we operate?
इसका कोई particular order होगा, like create purpose, then we go to develop
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to deliver it.
First is the study they have made and done is, first is what you call as create purpose. Second is deliver excellence. Third is develop self and others. And fourth is lead change. This is the order. You may have a different notion, but this is the person, after doing lots of survey and study, they have come on to this and devised this.
My point was that, like, if I have to delegate, then first I have to coach them. Then I can only delegate.
No. Coaching is different from delegation. Delegation is, see, if you want to hold the power. Some people love to have the powers. They would never like to give it to the people down the line. It is not coaching. Suppose there is an accountant, what do you call in charge. You don't want to give, he has some powers. But you still say, no, aap nahi kar sakte ho, as manager I should only do it. If you delegate that these are things, up to this you will only manage. You don't have a coaching for that. He has a certain role to play. You encourage him to play that role. Otherwise what happens, if you keep everything yourself, I will only sanction all loans, I will only do this, I will only do this, then what is the next line? How do they get groomed? As a circle head, if the circle head keeps everything with him and he doesn't delegate it to the second person in the circle. So maybe suppose branch visits are there. Conveniently he says, no, I am only going to visit all branches for TADA purposes. I will only visit 80 branches. The second man will never get groomed. He doesn't know what's happening in a branch. What is he supposed to see in a... So you have to delegate. At least you will visit all rural branches or financial inclusion. It is your baby. So you do it and report to me and keep me informed. See, otherwise, non-delegation will lead to a lot of paralysis. You will never be, that is why I said, once you delegate, you are able to release time and energy for yourself. Your position is, at my level, suppose I am going to say, that everything will rest with me, my functions, and no, my GMs have nothing, everything they have to report, it will not happen. If they have to write to the Reserve Bank, they have to write it. They have delegated level up to which they can write. So if I say, no, every letter for Reserve Bank should have my signature, or I must only do the thing, it has no meaning. So I will only be doing this kind of thing and not do the right kind of thing I am expecting. So the delegation part happens to encourage people to get into their roles, to give them the confidence of their working. In that role, how he blossoms or how he is able to give his best, plus you or your side get the time and energy. That is what is most important. The last one is, because change management or maybe deliver change or lead change is because there is a constant change happening and we have to adapt ourselves to the change. It is not that a program of transformation will do the change. That is, it is embarked upon as a program. But if you think Pragati, we are all aware of Pragati, transformation program. If we feel Pragati after 18 months or 24 months is over, then there is no change in the bank. Change is dynamic because you thought there was a, I don't know whether in Punjab National Bank, we were all used to ledger banking. The red books we used to write with hand and, tone pages. And you can say by heart some of the customers' pages also, if it comes, you will just be able to open. That was one kind. The next change came when this Ascota and NCR machines were introduced. Then came the WAN, LAN and all those things. Then came the CBS. So the change has been happening and we have been adapting ourselves. So when you have to lead change, maybe beyond CBS there could be something. Beyond CBS is the topic now everywhere. What is next? So when the change constantly happens, we are trying to work on it, how to leverage CBS, what can be done out of it, whether we need to, mobile banking, M-commerce to be encouraged. There are a lot of, in technology or else. Who thought there will be a leadership program today? It's again a change in the college approach of the college to creating people. So there is a change management, change constantly happening. And how do you lead that change? That is also important. As a leader, you need to lead the change. If you don't get convinced about the change, or if you don't have a conviction about the need to change, then you cannot sort of impact people below you. The followers cannot be impacted. If I believe Punjab National Bank needs very badly a transformation, a pragati, and if I don't believe in that, I say what, bank has been there for 117 years, another 117 years it will survive. So why should we have? Then we are not fit to be the leaders. We need to get convinced and then take forward the change. So that is what is lead change is the next quadrant. Ashwin, I need to change all the pens here. They are very dull. So the last, I think maybe the 4 points in the 21. One is the change management. It is again externally driven. The first and the fourth are externally driven. Second and third are internally focused. Change management. 19 is innovation. A leader is always in search of constant innovation. How do I innovate? How we can do things. Or you are aware how this window envelope concept came into being. Window envelope. The offices use window envelope. How it came into being. There was, in some company, there was a dispatch clerk who was given thousands of letters he has to send, and every day he has to sit and write the letters after putting inside. Then one day he got frustrated after writing. He says, why should I, keep on writing the address from the letter and then put it back and seal it? So he thought of it, how I can save my labor of repeatedly writing the address of the people to whom it is going. Then he thought of it, he just put the letter, cut that portion with a blade and saw. Then he got the idea, put a paper there, and the window envelopes became. He may be an unsung hero, but that was the greatest innovation in the dispatch management. So a leader always looks for, innovation, how things can be done, or what new things can be done, or how I can give importance to good ideas. Sometimes when people come to us with a good idea, they say, no, ये सब हम जानते हैं. हम तो 25 साल पहले ही सब कोई बोला. But somebody comes to you and is encouraging. Because as a good leader, you would accept it and experiment it. Because the leader always looks for innovation. So 19 is innovation. 20 is inspiring commitment. 18 is change management. 19 is innovation. 20 is inspiring commitment. And 21 is organizational savvy. That is, you are passionate about the organization. All these you have 20, and the 21st quality, that not being passionate about the organization or the organizational development, I think everything is going for a toss. So it's very important, and a leader also is very passionate about the organization, the directional growth of the organization, and that passion is infectious. That passion is infectious in his followers. The real followers pick up that infection of passion into the organization. So I just thought, because I just came across, I kept it, and when he told, I just found it at home, that I must sort of communicate it, because I felt these were it was very interesting that somebody has done the study. It's a fast food that has been served on paper. So why not serve with share and serve with everybody? That's why I thought this 21 qualities. And I'm sure each one of you would be convinced, because this is out of experience and study that they have culled out these, and they are very beautifully divided also, where what works. Because you cannot mix everything together, and we have to imbibe most of them and all of them, and then help not only that we emerge as leaders, we make the followers also become leaders. Because the followers have to become leaders. That is, they take over from you. That is what is taking over. So if you want to be the leader always and you want the followers to be always followers, it doesn't work. So you also have to lead the followers, because having created the followers, it's very important to have an echo from the followers. So it's very important that your followers react to you, respond to you, and keep giving a very frank feedback. Again, a leader is one who takes a very frank feedback. He is not, there is not, as a leader, I don't expect that everybody should talk only good about me. There are people who will tell that you stop doing this. Please don't do this anymore. Next time maybe Pasricha will tell me, don't talk too long, you cut short to 30 minutes. I don't know. Give me a feedback. I need to listen to you. So, but I thought, this is a good program, and you're all lucky that 3 days there are going to be a lot of good things, in the sense it is not again the routine things that you hear in the classrooms. We know when you come for a credit training what happens, when you come for a marketing training what happens. But here it's going to be a very different program where there will be external faculty coming, interacting with you. There will be some occasions for you to sort of do a self-assessment yourself. What are you? What is your personality? Many times we do not know what is our personality. There are very scientific tools available now which trained people can execute, and that helps us to know, again, our strengths and weaknesses. It need not be strengths and weaknesses. As a personality, how I come across. I come across like extrovert, am I an introvert, am I judgmental, am I sensitive? All those things come out of the test, and which we have never attempted. Somebody will say, "Arey, you are very, very, very highly sensitive person." People say that we listen, but am I only comes through the test. So there will be a lot of good things and very different things. It's not a routine kind of a training, so you'll all enjoy your training. And at the end of the day, at the end of the session, what I want you to do is, please have the takeaways decided by you. Okay, I'm not saying this 21 you should take away. If you're convinced, you can do it. If you're not convinced, it's up to you. But if you, not only the takeaways have to be implemented. You must experiment by implementing them. When you say coaching, if you really do the coaching, you really see a person improving, I think it benefits you. It shows that you are a leader. So if you decide, arey, aisa coaching, mentoring, some paper mein hai, chodo, you go like that. Only when you experiment the qualities, whatever is taught in the class or whatever is going to be told in the next 3 days, and implement it in your daily life to the extent possible, and maybe test yourself, am I emerging as a leader? Then it helps you really in your growth. There is an internal growth and an external growth happening, both happening. So I wish this program all success, and I wish each one of you enjoy this program, and also I always tell in any class, whatever doubts you have, you should resolve them in there. You should not carry you should have the doubts resolved in the class. You should not go out and speculate on the doubts. So it's better when the faculty come, you talk to them. If you have a different viewpoint, you can share it with them. And also, as I said, try to experiment yourself. Whatever you understand in the class, maybe you will have a different kind of experience. Maybe you will find something different happening to you. And all of us enjoy that kind of, the new things, the new successes that we see. So I wish each one of you a very, very, a good time in the college. And also, because I'm sure this group will not meet before December 31st. So I wish you all a very happy new year, maybe much ahead in time. But I said the next 1.5 months we may not have occasions to meet. Maybe individually we may meet here and there, but not in a group like this. So wish you all a very happy 2013, and I'm sure this year will bring a lot of good things to each one of you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you.